like in terms of, I was talking about, this conflict avoidance pledge that Rix is sort of promoting here. Is that something that you think you would like to, a similar thing you'd like to see in Australia or Queensland, or as, what kind of things do you think contractors and subcontractors in Queensland should be, if there's not an official sort of pledge, do you think that is a helpful kind of way to think?
Absolutely. But it's broader than that too. You've got to think in terms of how the industry should be regulated, because a lot of the conflict and a lot of the everyone going back to their corners comes from the regulation. The regulation actually sets up a process where complaints can be lodged about all sorts of things. And in some instances, people take those actions just to get even with the, so they'll lodge a complaint with the QBCC about non-payment of a debt or something like that. Now, if someone is genuinely trying to pay a debt, running off to the regulator and saying, I haven't been paid everything, I don't think helps. And particularly when there's regulation, which can bring about that person's licence cancellation. So what good does that do the person who's owed the money? If the company's licence is cancelled and goes into liquidation or administration, they're not going to get the money. So I think there needs to be a sort of broader conversation about how we are going to get through this in the next 12, 18 months, 2 years, because that's the other thing too. I think from the construction industry point of view, there's going to be a significant lag, because right now jobs are being done which were put in place before. Everything I read now, the data, I was just reading some data before about, mortgage inquiries in Queensland down 25% in April. So that's just the residential sector. So there's going to be a lag from the construction industry point of view, and the worst could well be this time next year. And that's going to be even more challenging, because by that time the government probably would have turned off a lot of the JobSaver and all that sort of stuff. So if everyone, including governments, doesn't take the opportunity to think more globally and to say, look, we just have to figure out a way of doing business differently, and it's collaboration. It's got to be built more on trust, and people are just got to be prepared maybe just to accept maybe not the best outcome, but an outcome which is good for them, but also good for the company who they've done work with. And just going to war on disputes, to me, is just pointless. Why? What are we going to do? We're just going to drive. Insolvency practitioners will love it. They'll be the big winners.
Yeah, no, it's definitely, and I think to some extent that's the approach that should be taken all of the time. These kind of regulation pathways that you can take are sort of should almost be the last resort. Because as you say, if you're going to end up winding someone up, you're not going to get your money anyway. So better to have a conversation about it, at least.